What is going on? My name is Andrew and welcome to this video on microtransactions. Are they good? Are they bad for the future of the gaming industry? And what are my thoughts on Activision's recent microtransactions release for Black Ops 2? Now, before I get on to that, a quick reminder about my 4,000 point Microsoft giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. You have until 11:59 Pacific on March 30th, 2013 to enter into that contest. Be sure to be subscribed and comment on a video that was posted between March 18th and March 30th. You only need to comment once on a video, so that's all you have to do to enter the contest, and the winner will be announced Sunday, March 31st, Easter Sunday, before the Game of Thrones premiere, so be sure to check that out. Now, quick note about this gameplay. This is about, I would say, a month old from the time I'm recording this, and it's late at night, and so I'm being a little lazy with the FAL select fire, and also I'm being very cautious on this map because Slums is what I would categorize as a fast spawn flipping map. So I'll be discussing spawn flipping on another video. So, microtransactions, are they good? Are they bad for the industry? And is it the future of the video game industry? Now, I had an opportunity to participate in a debate a few years ago about microtransactions and the future of the video game industry. Now, that debate mainly focused on was mobile gaming, gaming on a cell phone, the future of the industry versus gaming on a PC or home console. But we also touched on the microtransactions. Now, a lot of the industry experts, quote unquote, that were in that debate said that they came up with two conclusions. One, that mobile gaming was the future of gaming, something I strongly disagree with and question the validity of their data and conclusions of their data. And two, that microtransactions would also be part of the future of the gaming industry, mainly due to the mobile gaming. Now, I would say that microtransactions is going to be a part of the future. I think the days of expansion packs from the 90s and early 2000s are pretty much gone. Although EA and the way the DLC is structured with Battlefield 3 is very reminiscent of the old expansion pack model. Although they didn't expand on the single player part of the campaign, a lot of what they did closer resembled the expansion pack rather than the DLC model that Activision follows. Now, Activision follows a model in previous CODs of releasing, small map packs, essentially as DLC for, $10 to $15. They ended up changing it to $15, but I think they originally launched them at $10. So, yeah, all those transactions were good for them because they felt that they needed something in the post-launch, particularly to combat the used game market. But what they thought of was this microtransaction model, which has mainly been used in mobile gaming and in PC free-to-play games and in the Asian markets. Now, when I say microtransactions, if you ever played a mobile game, you notice that you could either get the game for free or for very cheap, like 99 cents, and then they would want you to buy extra stuff to make the gaming experience more, to add more stuff to the game. And in the PC market, one of the big concerns has been what is coined "I win" microtransactions. Now, a lot of games get in trouble with this, and this is the fatal flaw of microtransactions, and that is implementing "I win" microtransactions. Now, a lot of free-to-play PC games run into this issue where they'll come out with a gun or something that's free for, that's available for everyone to purchase, but you still have to buy it, and essentially it's so overpowered that basically nobody can kill you, or you get high kills all the time because of that. On the console side of things, a comparison would be Gotham City Imposters and the what is it called, the Witch Doctor DLC. That thing is extremely overpowered, and actually is what I would call a game breaker in Gotham City Imposters. You run into a full party, or a full lobby, or at least 1 to 2 people in a lobby using a Witch Doctor, and you're pretty much screwed on the other side. That's a clear example of where microtransactions and DLC that's introducing weaponry is a fatal flaw. I have no problem with microtransactions that introduce new camos or characters. Like if they wanted to add female characters to Call of Duty multiplayer, I'll be okay with that, because you're not really changing any of the statistics in the game. And I think the Peacekeeper got some things right in the Call of Duty DLC. The Peacekeeper is not overpowered. It is not an I win type weapon. It just fits in nicely with the other existing weapons, and isn't an overpowered weapon. Whereas with the Witch Doctor and Gotham City Imposters, that's an overpowered I win type weapon, and that's something that the industry has to not do, because it's going to be a great temptation to introduce this new DLC for a lot of money. You got to pay like $15 for one weapon, but that one weapon ends up being an I win type weapon, and that will hurt games balances. And for every game developer that says, "Oh, we won't do that," yeah, think again. For the right money, they'll do it, and then they will make that mistake eventually of coming out with a DLC that is just too overpowered if they hold to weapon microtransactions. Now, in the new systems, the PS4, the Xbox 720, or whatever it's going to be called, I think they're going to go microtransactions, and one of the reasons why is they want to keep the price point of games down. There's some developers that would like the games to move to being $79 US or even $100 US, and over $59 US, which is its current price. And I think that if they were to make that transition to that higher price point, I don't think they're going to sell as many home games, and we could see a decline in console sales or game sales in general. But I think to combat that, what the industry is going to do is they're going to go towards microtransactions, and I hope it's successful. I hope everything that is microtransaction is both the current DLC format and then just like cosmetic changes to the game. If they start getting into things that mess with the balance of the game, as Gotham City Imposters did, I think that you're looking at game-breaking stuff. Gotham City Imposters is not a fun game to play anymore. It's pretty much either you buy that DLC or you're screwed, and that's the fatal flaw of I-win type things, is that you're forced to buy it whether you want it to or not. So that's my warning on microtransactions, and we as gamers have to hold the developers to not giving out OP stuff like that. So thanks for watching. As always, see you next time.